Today, we rebuild Hartlepool. Hartlepool have had a pretty underwhelming season in League 2, finishing 17th at the end of this season. And on top of that, they've been so heavily requested, it's about time I sat my arse down and rebuilt them. But not only are we going to rebuild Hartlepool, we are going to rebuild them using only Youth Academy players. That's right, this is going to be a Youth Academy player only rebuild. You guys enjoyed the last one so much, I thought it was about time I made another one. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, smash the hell out of that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on so you never miss a video that I upload. We are currently on the road to 5,000 subscribers and the like goal for this video is 310. Can we hit 310 likes on this video? So we begin our journey with Hartlepool with 880,000. Take a good look guys at this team, because by the end of this video that entire starting 11 and that subs bench is going to be filled with Youth Academy players. We are only allowed to compete properly in the Champions League once this starting 11 and subs bench is completely full of Youth Academy players. And speaking of, I think EA have blessed us with two very good players to begin with. First off, Jay Bradshaw can play centre mid, CDM, Cam. I might put him as a central attacking midfielder. His pace, passing and dribble, he's pretty decent to be fair. And the next one is Benjamin Wilkinson from Australia. Now, I won't lie to you, I don't think he's going to be a forward. I'm actually tempted to put him as a defender. Obviously, it probably won't work, but we are going to try. Look, he's 46 rated. When that tends to happen, you convert them to a different position and they shoot up like a rocket in overall. So hopefully it's the same situation here. And with us having just under £1 million in the budget, we are going to spend it on scouts because we can't bring in any players from any other team. And the first scout we are going to buy is Joshua Cahill for 215,000. I am going to hold off buying that last scout because obviously we got a couple of transfer windows to go through. So I am going to hold out on that last slot for the scouting system purely because we've got a couple of transfer windows to go through. We are going to eventually make a couple of sales as well. So the money that we gather from the sales will potentially be enough to bring in a 5-star scout or somebody a little bit better than we got now. But in the meantime, we are going to send our worst scout to England for 3 months, and this time I am not going to get caught short. We are going to be sending him out looking for a goalkeeper. Last time I did this, we got shafted with the goalkeeper, so that is going to be my #1 priority in this rebuild. As for Joshua Cahill, he is from the Republic of Ireland, so it is quite fitting that we are going to send him there for 3 months, and we're going to send him there looking for physically strong players. So at the end of that transfer window, we did pick up 3 promising players, to say the least. I think they're promising anyway. I'm not too sure yet, but we have picked up Casey Moore. He can play left back, which is exactly what we are after. Defenders are so goddamn tricky to find in the Youth Academy. We've also got Neil Carroll, who's also a defender. We've also picked up Jordan O'Carroll as well, who's a central midfielder. I have got them on plans, but I'm not planning on putting them in the team just yet. I want to see how they grow in the youth development system, and then if they do progress quite nicely, I'll chuck them into the starting 11. But speaking of the starting 11, this is how we've got the team lining up as we speak. We've got Wilkinson, who was a centre forward to begin with as a centre back, and he shot up like a rocket, so we are going to keep him there for the duration of this season. Hopefully he can grow from a 53 to maybe a high 50s, maybe even the 60 rated. We have converted Bradshaw to a central attacker midfielder, making him go from a 70 rated player to a 72 rated player, which is brilliant to see. And that is pretty much everything we've done in regards to the Youth Academy. I'm hoping that by the end of next transfer window, we actually get some offers for some of these players. We can save up enough money to bring in a brand new scout, and hopefully from there, everything will just keep going up and up and up. But in regards to how I want to do this season, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm not really too bothered. Maybe a mid-table finish, but my main priority is getting as many Youth Academy players into this starting 11 as possible by the end of this season. So that in Season 2, I don't have to worry too much about bringing in any more Youth Academy players. They're already there. It's just about bringing in subs and developing them. So we have arrived at the midway point this season, and surprisingly enough, we're in the top 6, which I cannot believe considering we have realistically only spent our time building our Youth Academy system, and we haven't spent any money on bringing any other players in from any other teams. So the fact that we're top 6 is pretty impressive if you ask me. So as it stands, we've only got 4 players in the Youth Academy development system. The rest I have put into the starting 11 subs bench or reserves because I didn't want to lose them, because obviously they can get tired of being in the developmental system. But we do have the Cam Laguerre, who's 54 rated, now 15 years old, got potential between 71 and 91, which is very nice. We've also got Lucas Charrier, who's also 15. They're all 15 years old. I'll cut that one short. He's got potential between 82 and 94 rated potential, so that is pretty handy as well. We've got Jonathan Rocher, once again, he's a winger as well, but also he's got a potential of 71 and 89. Not as good as the rest, but it's still pretty decent. And last but not least, we've got Carl Schreiber, who, funnily enough, is also a winger. He's gone up to 51 rated. He's got potential between 72 and 92 rated, so they're all looking pretty pretty decent. But the standout players for me are Edward Shepherd, who is a 66 rated keeper at 16. He's got potential between 70 and 91, which is freaking incredible. We do have the 17-year-old Stephen Connie, who's 59 rated, who I've got into the starting lineup already. We've also got Casey Moore, who's 57 rated at 17 years old, who's a left back. And the rest of them I am putting out on loan to improve. We did also make a change because we did sack the previous scout who had 1 star, 1 star. It wasn't cutting the mustard, so we did bring in Ender McBride. And we are going to send Ender to Brazil to once again try to find someone who's physically strong. As for Joshua Cahill, we are once again going back to England looking for somebody defensive minded. So we do begin this transfer window by sending Jordan O'Carroll out on a short-term loan deal. We've also decided to send out Alias Sommer on a 2-year loan move. And we sent out Stephen Carney on a 2-year loan move as well. And we do conclude this transfer window by bringing in yet another very, very good addition to the squad in Youth Academy player Carter Rutherford, the left wing back, who is going to go straight into that starting 11. And this is how the starting 11 is lining up. Speaking of it, we've already got a cool couple of players in the starting 11 from the Youth Academy. Anyway, we've got Shepherd, Wilkinson, Carroll, we've got Rutherford now, we've got Bradshaw too. We've got to get 2 strikers, another central attacker midfielder, 2 CDMs and a centre back to fill that starting 11 with Youth Academy players. I'm hoping by the end of this season we will have around 8 and 9 Youth Academy players in the starting 11, fingers crossed anyways. But after that, I'm not going to lie, I'm hoping in season 2 we aren't promoted to League 1, purely because with this team and what we are aiming to do, it could prove quite difficult to stay as a manager of Hartlepool. So we have come to the end of season 1, and indeed we are in the top 6, we are in the playoffs. Rochdale, Exeter and Mansfield Town got automatic promotion into League 1, but it is between ourselves, Walsall, Crawley Town and Vale on who goes through the playoffs. So we didn't make it through the semi-finals of the playoffs. It was indeed Crawley Town who beat us 4-3 on aggregate to go to the playoff final along with Walsall. And it was indeed Walsall who gained promotion to League 1 after beating Crawley Town 2-1 in the playoff final. It is kind of a blessing in disguise that we didn't get promoted because we are still knee-deep in developing this squad. Meanwhile, it was Leicester City who won the FA Cup, Liverpool won the Carabao Cup. We still haven't won the Papa John's Trophy. Genk, man, what you playing at? RB Leipzig won the Europa League, and it was Chelsea this time who won the Champions League. The stats realistically for me don't really matter because obviously the players that are getting these stats, majority of them aren't Youth Academy players, so I'm not too bothered about them. Jay Bradshaw, though, 77 rated at 17, you just know this guy's going to be a very important part of this squad. But going into next season, these are the players still in the developmental. We've just picked up Yannick Schinkel, 17 years old, 56 rated, got potential between 70 and 94, which is pretty decent. We picked up Francisco Ferreira, who's a left back, 16 years old, between 76 and 94 rated overall. Bradley Waters and Roman Garden are both 53 rated. Bradley Waters could actually go into the starting 11 squad right now, but we're going to keep him there for the time being. Lucas Charrier, I've got a lot of faith in this guy. Next season, I've got big plans for him to send him out on loan. Actually, we're going to send all these guys out on loan. These pair, actually, I probably won't even have next season. I'll probably just get rid of these guys because that overall and the potential just isn't cutting the mustard. But as it stands, these are the boys who are in the senior squad. Half of them are on loan, but they will be coming back pretty soon, I imagine. I must admit, though, I'm hoping the next season we can find some absolute worldies in the Youth Academy, because the last thing I want is a repeat of last time with Scunthorpe, getting cut short in certain areas of the pitch and getting cut short every single time in the Champions League. We begin this season with just over 2 million, and I think the main objective for this season is selling on as many Hartlepool players as I possibly can without shafting the team itself, getting as many Youth Academy players into that starting 11 as I possibly can, getting better scouts and getting better quality players this season. And the Youth Academy is looking like this. I've got a couple of players that I really want to come through, one of them being Francisco Ferreira. I'm going to currently try and put him as a right back. Charrier, I've got very high hopes for, 87 and 93 potential. He looks pretty decent as well. These pair, however, whilst I'm converting him to a striker, I haven't really got high hopes for. Look at their potentials, man. It's nowhere near where I want it to be. But I am going to make sure I add a lot more quality to this team as the season progresses. And with us having a little bit more money to work with this season, we are going to buy ourselves a 4-star scout in Taylor Barnard. And we are going to send our boy Taylor to Croatia to find an attacker. We're going to send our boy Joshua Cahill to find somebody in England who's defensive minded. And we are sending Ender McBride to Brazil to find somebody who's physically strong. We have made our very first sales of this transfer window by selling on Omar Bogle for 970,000, and we've also just sold Jamie Sterry for 770,000 as well. And after that transfer window, this is how our our youth academy is actually looking, and there's some promising players in this freaking academy, I must admit. Joel Hutton, 53 rated, potential of 77 and 94, pretty decent stuff. Francisco Ferreira, 54 rated at 16 years old, 81 to 91 potential. Robert Novak, I've got very high hopes for this guy. Actually, I think I'm going to put him into the starting 11 after this, but he's got potential between 78 and 94, which is really goddamn good. And Daniel Wouters, 56 rated at 15 years old, 76 and 94 potential. All of them very promising players, and I think I'm going to put Novak into the starting 11 now. And this is how the team is looking. I ain't going to lie to you, it is a bag of piss at the moment in time, but obviously they're all young, they're all youth academy players with a lot of high potential. The only one who isn't actually a youth academy player is Molyneux, but considering the fact that it's only the start of the second season and 10 out of the 11 starting 11 players are youth academy, it's pretty good going in fairness as well. Once again, I'm not expecting much, I must admit. I just want this team to grow. I don't want to get caught short just like I did in the first youth academy rebuild with Scunthorpe, because it was an absolute nightmare to recover from that. So we have arrived at the midway point this season, and we are currently in contention for promotion via the playoffs. Obviously, top 6 is a very good position to be in League 2. And the best thing is we keep adding on to it and adding more quality, and obviously within the starting 11, because they're all youth academy players, they will all continuously grow. This is how the youth academy is looking. I have added a couple of players to the starting 11 who I will show you at the end of this transfer window, purely because I just couldn't risk them not being in that starting 11. They were too good to keep in this academy. But there's a couple of players that I am very excited about. These being 3 of them. You've got Joel Hutton, who's 16 years old. He's 57 rated now because he's a centre-back. Got potential between 86 and 92. He's going to get straight into that starting 11. And these two who are 15 years old can't get into the starting 11 just yet. But Arnel Potier, definitely one I'm excited about. 5-star, 4-star, 15 years old, 59 rated already. I can see this being an absolute baller of a signing. But to kickstart our transfer window, we have gone and sold Luke Molyneux for 1.7 million. And with that new money, we have decided to sack one of our 3-star scouts. We are going to have an... okay, we've got Ian McManus or Alex Kirby. We're going to go for... I think we're going to go Ian McManus for 2.795 million. And we are going to send Ian McManus to England for once again a defensive-minded player. We are once again sending our boy Taylor to Brazil to find somebody who's physically strong. And we are going to send Enna to the Netherlands to find somebody who's a playmaker. And this is the starting 11 after that transfer window has come to an end. Literally every single player in this team right now is a youth academy player, which is freaking phenomenal. Obviously the 2 centre-backs need a little bit of time to grow, but I've got no doubt in my mind that they will, especially Hutton, 16 years old, 57 rated already. This guy truly is going to be something special in my opinion. Our front 3 I'm very happy with, especially this guy, Brajkovic. He's only 17 years old, 65 rated. I reckon he's going to be on the same wavelength as Bradshaw in a couple of seasons. We could do with a couple more central midfielders, but for now these pair will do. They're both 19 and 17 respectively. We could just do with a little bit of squad depth now. Obviously I still want talent all around the pitch, and I still want the talent that we're bringing in, even for the subs bench, to be some very good talent, but obviously we need that squad depth just in case any injuries occur. But honestly, if we got promoted this season, I'd be bloody buzzing with that. So once again, we have finished in a playoff position. We are joined by Sutton United, Bradford City and Newport County in the playoffs. It was Wycombe Wanderers, Port Vale and Forest Green who went up to League 1 automatically. And it does look like once again we are staying for at least one more season in League 2 because Sutton United have won the playoffs. Meanwhile, it was Liverpool who won the FA Cup, Chelsea won the Carabao Cup. Once again, we still didn't win the freaking Papa John's trophy. Borussia Mönchengladbach won the Conference League. They won a trophy, and it was Liverpool who won the Champions League. Jay Bradshaw is already solidifying himself as probably one of the goats of this rebuild already. 83 rated at 18 years old. I'm hoping that some of the other players can follow suit. But in fairness, if you actually take a look at the players, they are growing massively as well. Like, there's loads of improvement that's happened in these players this season. I'm hoping that we can just keep this going for another 2 or 3 seasons, because by the time we get to the Premier League, I want a full team of 80 rated players. So we begin our 3rd season with Hartlepool with just under 3 million. And obviously, we need centre midfielders more than anywhere. I think everywhere else is pretty sound for the time being. They are all going to improve pretty steadily as well. The ones that I'm really excited about, Brajkovic, Charrier, Potier, Novak as well. These 2 centre-backs, I'm so goddamn happy I got these in the youth academy. They are absolutely brilliant already. And one thing that I'm buzzing about is the fact that we sorted a goalkeeper out, because if you remember in that last rebuild that we did, that it was a youth academy rebuild with Scunthorpe, we struggled struggled so much to get a goalkeeper, and we've sorted that out very early on in this rebuild, which I'm buzzing about. But if in this season we can sort ourselves out some centre mids, I genuinely think we'd be set for the rest of this rebuild. I'm the only person in our youth academy, because I've just promoted everybody else, is Stanley Stubbs, 15 years old, 59 rated already. I'm thinking about converting him to a centre. Actually, yeah, I put him as a centre back last season. I'm converting him to it right now. Hopefully his overall skyrockets. He is 15 years old and he's got a very good potential as well. To begin this transfer window, we have sent out Zoric on a 1-year loan deal. And because we've got enough money, we are finally getting round to buying our very first 5-star scout, George McGrath. We found quite a bit of luck in England, so we are going to send our 5-star scout to England to find somebody who is technically gifted. We're going to send our boy Ian to France to find somebody who is physically strong. And for the first time this rebuild, we are going to send our boy Taylor to Portugal to find a playmaker. Meanwhile, we have just made a couple of sales. The first one being Joe Gray for 510,000 and the other one being Timmy Adesina for 1.5 million. We have also just sold Josh McDonald for 120,000. We have also just sold Mark Shelton for 690,000 and also sold Neil Byrne for 350,000. We've also just sent out Yannick Schinkel on a 1-year loan deal. And we've also just loaned out Lloyd Ledger for 2 years as well. And we've also just loaned out Jordan O'Carroll for 2 years as well. That was one hell of a hectic transfer window. We got rid of so many players. In fact, there's only 2 reserves left, so that shows how much we've actually done in this transfer window. But this is how we got the team lining up, and I've got a feeling that by the end of this season, majority of these players are going to be in the 70 rated overalls and even higher. All we really need to happen is scout a couple of very good centre midfielders. Hopefully the rest of the team can just improve as they have been doing the past couple of seasons. And without a shadow of a doubt, I think we're getting automatic promotion to League One this season. So at the midway point of Season 1, we are currently 4 points clear, top of the table. This is looking very promising going forward. And as you can see, our scouts have been very busy from September to now. And these 4 players I'm really interested in. The first one being Ray. He can play central attacking midfielder, but I'm converting him to a cam just to see what he's like there. We've got Cesar Montero, who can play a CM, so he's going to go straight into that starting 11. We've got a guy called Stanley Stubbs, who's 61 rated already at 15 years old, who's got a potential between 87 and 93, which is spectacular when you think about it. And we've also got Stanley Oakley, who is going to go into that starting 11 as well. And back to our scouting, we are going to send George to Germany for 3 months to find ourselves a keeper. We're going to send Ian to Spain for 3 months to find ourselves a playmaker. And we're going to send our boy Taylor to Argentina to find ourselves the next Lionel Messi. And this is the team that we are currently rocking with. And check this out, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players out of the starting 11 who are 70 rated and above. Now, if we're this strong in only League 2, imagine how we're going to be in the Premier League if they can continue to improve how they are right now. But as I said at the start of this season, I have no doubt in my mind that we are going to get automatic promotion. So at the end of this season, we do find ourselves champions of League 2 and we have got ourselves promoted with a very, very convincing season. It is Swindon Town and Mansfield who do get promoted with us, and it is Bristol Rovers, Cambridge United, Salford City and Leyton Orient in the playoffs. And it was indeed Leyton Orient who got themselves promotion by beating Cambridge United 2-1 in the playoff final. Meanwhile, it was Chelsea who won the FA Cup, Liverpool won the Carabao Cup, we once again did not win the Papa John's Trophy, Hertha Berlin won the Conference League, Wolfsburg won the Europa League, and it was Manchester City who won the Champions League. I mean, when you just take a look at the growth from all the players pretty much, holy shit, we have had a very successful season. Just take a look at a few of these guys. Right, Lucas Charrier, 71 rated, 18 years old, 8 overall growth. Robert Novak, 19 years old, 68 rated, 8 growth. You've got Bradshaw, who you've just come to expect, 87 rated. What a player he is. Potier, 6 overall growth, 68 rated now at 17 years old. Brajkovic, 74 rated, it is 7 overall growth, man. What a season we have had. If we can keep this going, we are going to get consecutive promotions season after season until we get to the Premier League. I'm telling you that for nothing. So this season we begin with just under 5 million. And as you can see, the team is coming along pretty goddamn nicely. The front 3 are looking very goddamn good. Bear in mind, this is League 1 we're in right now. So I genuinely think with this team, we're going to absolutely storm it. And there's a couple of players from this Youth Academy developmental system that I want to get into the senior squad and out on loan as soon as possible. The first one being Dennis Roth, 15 years old, already 65 rated, potential between 81 and 94 for a goalkeeper, would be an incredible incredible addition to the team. We've also got Marcal Ray, who's got potential between 93 and 94. That is just nuts. We've also got Ivan Grande, can play on the wing, central attacking midfielder. He can play bloody anywhere that's attacking pretty much. And I've got strong hope for Damien Lalong as well. He's 16 years old, 62 rated, got potential between 85 and 91. It's looking pretty promising for this guy. And the rest of these, I will see what happens with them, but I'm not too sure yet. And with us having enough money to bring in a 5-star scout, we are going to say hello to Christis Tam. And with that, we are officially only one scout away from having 3 5-star scouts, which is dead satisfying. So we are going to take a trip once again over to the Netherlands to find somebody who's a playmaker. We are once again going to go to England to find someone who's defensive minded. And we're going to try a lot once again in Argentina to find somebody who is technically gifted to try and find the next Lionel Messi. And we start off this transfer window by selling Ben Killett for 900,000. We've also just managed to send out Stanley Stubbs on a 1-year loan deal. We've also just sent out Ivan Grande on a 2-year loan deal. We have also just sent out Bradley Waters on a 2-year loan move as well. And we have also just sent out Marcal Ray on a 2-year loan move as well. This transfer window is truly the transfer window for loaning players out. And we have just sent out 3 players in one go. We sent out Taylor Fleming for 2 years out on a loan move. We've also sent out Stephen Carney for 2 years on a loan move. And we have also just sent out my mate Lou on a 2-year loan move as well. And this is how we got the squad lining up for our very first season in League One. And I must admit, I think we're actually going to do very well this season. I think we're going to storm League One, if I'm being completely honest. All we really need is our centre midfielders to put their ideas up. They're only 19 each, so to be fair, I think by the end of this season, every single player in that starting 11 is going to be 70 rated or above. I've got strong confidence in these pair here, Novak and Ferry, to be skyrocketing in overall by the end of this season. I've got mixed feelings about this guy, Amaral. He hasn't grown as quickly as De Silva has, but De Silva at 18 years old is an absolute monster. But we do, as we speak, have our scouts scouting out the best possible talent for the squad, so hopefully they can do our job and we can do ours. And we have arrived at the midway point this season. Let me tell you something, we are in contention to go up to the championship as champions of League One. I'm telling you that for nothing. We are absolutely cruising in League One. This is how the youth academy is looking as well. I'm waiting for Dennis Roth to turn 16, because as soon as that happens, he's going straight into that starting 11. I'm not sure whether he'll take the place of the keeper that we have right now, but I definitely want him in that senior squad. Whether it's on loan or in the starting 11, he is too goddamn good to be left in the youth academy system. As for the rest of them, I'm really not all that excited about, I must admit. They're all bang average, aren't they? But this transfer window, we've already let go of 5 players for a loan deal. We've left Bonnet on a loan, Kuntz, Hutton, Lalong and Ferry. They have all gone for 1 or 2 years. And this is how we got the team looking going into the second half of this season. And let me tell you something now, this team is truly something special, man. The only player that isn't 70 rated or above is our right wing back Cross, but he's only 17 years old. He is a new addition to the squad from September. We did put him into the squad around about November time because he's just younger and better than Carroll. I would like Shepherd to grow a little bit more. This is the exact issue I had with the last youth academy rebuild I did. Everywhere else was spot on apart from the goalkeeper and the 2 centre backs, but it looks like the centre backs this time are pretty damn decent. I'm just hoping that the second half of this season, I'm not too arsed about what we do in the league. I just want this team to keep improving as it is. Well, I wasn't wrong, was I? We have absolutely stormed League One. We were 24 points clear at the top of the table. It was ourselves and Bolton who got automatic promotion to the championship. It is now between Plymouth Argyle, Blackpool, Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich in the playoffs. And it is indeed Blackpool who are joining ourselves and Bolton in the championship. Meanwhile, it was Liverpool who won the FA Cup. It was Chelsea who won the Carabao Cup. Do my eyes deceive me? We have finally won the Papa John's Trophy. Thank God for that. Fiorentina won the Conference League, Villarreal won the Europa League, and it was Real Madrid this time who won the Champions League. Boys, let me tell you something. Every single season, I am amazed at how well each player has improved. It's a minimum of 3 or 2 improvement from every single player. It's absolutely ridiculous. And there's a couple on loan. Oh my God, wait till you see this. So Marcal Ray has gone from 65 rated to 74 rated. Ferry has gone from 65 rated to 76 rated. Oakley's gone from 63 rated to 71 rated, and the list just goes on. So as you can imagine, there's a couple of players next season I will be calling back from loan to put into that starting 11. But with our scouts getting better and bringing in better players, obviously we're going to have a little trouble with figuring out who to actually put into the starting 11, but it's a freaking difficulty I'm actually happy to have. And realistically speaking, I think we're going to wipe the floor with the championship too. So this season we begin with just over 6 million. And realistically speaking, there's only a couple of places I would like to improve, but I've got no no doubt in my mind that the players in their positions will improve. I'd like the right back to improve, but he's only 18 years old. He's 69 rated. By the end of this season, he'll probably be like 75 rated. I would like Shepherd to improve a little bit more, but I'm not going to lie, I am looking for other alternatives. And everywhere else, I am really happy with. I'm also going to call back my mate Ferry, who is 19 years old and 76 rated already. He's going straight into that starting 11. And I am bringing back Markel Ray, who is 74 rated at 18 years old. Absolute baller. And we are going to send my mate Chris to Uruguay to find somebody who is defensive minded. And we do start this transfer window by sending out 3 players out on loan. The first one being Clements for 1 year. We also sent out Roth on a 1-year loan deal and also Schultz on a 1-year loan deal. We've also just sent out Stanley Oakley on a 2-year loan move, as well as Jordan O'Carroll on a 1-year loan deal. And we have also just sent out Van Dam on a 2-year loan move as well. We've also just sent out Callum Cross on a 2-year loan move. And finally, we have just sent out Jose Guzman out on a 2-year loan move. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the squad going into our very first season into the Championship, and I'm quite confident going into this season that we can do absolute bits. Obviously, we sent out a hell of a lot of players out on loan, but I've only done that because I know for a fact they won't get game time in the starting 11, so they've got much better chance of developing their game and improving that overall elsewhere, than coming back and maybe having a chance to get into that starting 11 then. The only thing that's worrying me is Shepherd, 73 rated, 20 years old, and it feels like deja freaking vu. That's why I'm getting as many goalkeepers as I possibly can from the youth academy, sending them out on loan, and hopefully they can surpass this guy in overall in time. As for what I want to accomplish this season, if we can get promotion to the Premier League, I'd be buzzing. So at the midway point this season, we do find ourselves in the top half of the table. We are 7th in the league at this moment in time, but there's not much in it between ourselves and 3rd place. He's 8 points in it, and we all know that a lot can happen in the second half of the season. But to begin this transfer window, we have sent out 3 players on loan. The first one being Beck for 2 years. We've also sent out Kuntz for 2 years as well. We've also sent out Maurice Verbecki on a 2-year loan deal as well. We've also just sent out Mohamed Kilik on a short-term loan deal. Meanwhile, we have just sent out Benjamin Wilkinson on a 2-year loan move, as well as Yusuf Sari on a short-term loan deal as well. And finally, we sent out Predrag Zoric out on a 2-year loan move as well. Now, I don't normally do this, but take a look at how many players we've got out on loan, especially for the keepers as well. We've got so many keepers because I'm so freaking scared of what happened last time happening this time, and I'm not going through that again. But currently, this is the team we've got going into the second half of this season. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the starting 11, 80 rated or above, which is truly tremendous at this point in the career mode. We're definitely doing the right thing scouting wise because we're getting brilliant players. I actually think that if we got promoted this season, we'd hold our own with this team in the Premier League as well. But we will have to wait and see till the end of this season to see if we've actually done it. So we finished this season in a playoff position. It was West Bromwich Albion and Bournemouth who finished in an automatic promotional spot. The last promotional playoff places between ourselves, the Yo-Yo Club Norwich, West Ham United. When the hell did West Ham United get that? Oh, I don't even care. And Bristol City. And we did beat Norwich 2-1 in the playoff final to get promotion to the Premier League. It has taken us so goddamn long, but we finally got to the big boy league. Meanwhile, it was Wolves to win the FA Cup. Go on, the boys. Of all teams to win the Carabao Cup this time, it was freaking Brighton. Fair play. Real Sociedad won the Conference League. Barcelona beat the Bottle Jobs to win the Europa League. And it was Monaco this time to win the Champions League. You know what? Considering we finished 4th, these stats aren't that good, are they? You got Chariot, 83 rated at 20 years old. He's going to be so goddamn good in a couple of years' time. Bagged himself 19 goals and 2 assists. We got Bradkovic, 86 rated at 20 years old. My God, this guy's something special. And he 18 goals, 7 assists. We've got Bradshaw, 92 rated at 21 years old. Bagged himself 17 goals, 10 assists. We got Anar Pottier, who is 81 rated at 19 years old, 11 goals, 3 assists. Overall, though, I'm not too bothered about the stats because if you take a look at the growth from all of these players, oh my God, it's just really goddamn promising, innit? And also, the amount of players we've got on loan who have come good is ridiculous. These are just only a few. Otto Kuntz is definitely looking like he's going to be taking Shepherd's place in that goalkeeper position when he comes back. He's got 5 overall this season, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's got 1 more year out on loan. So when he comes back, he'll be high 70s, hopefully. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking for a goalkeeper, because that is by a mile the most tricky position to get as a youth academy player. But we are in the big boy league next season, the Premier League itself, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how this team fares in the first season. The only thing I'd really like us to improve is this goalkeeper position. I think if we can get a really good goalkeeper, we'd be set. It's just that Shepherd is 21 years old, 74 rated. He's really slowed down in his growth. But you guys have already seen how many goalkeepers we've actually got out on loan, so hopefully one of them can come good. But apart from him, I would say our team is actually looking pretty solid going into this season. But we do begin this transfer window by sending out a couple of players on loan. First one being Martial for 2 years and also Markel Ray for a year. We've also just sent out Dennis Roth on a 2-year loan move as well. We have just sent another trifecta of players out on loan. The first one being Eric Schultz for 2 years, the other one being Elias Sommer for 2 years, and also Arvin Grande once again for 2 years as well. We've also just sent out Blake Clements on a 2-year loan move as well. Meanwhile, we just sent another 2 players out on loan. First one being Marmite Lou for 2 years and also David Adam for 2 years. And this is an update on how the team that's going into this season, the first season into the Premier League, and there's only a couple of players that I really want to improve this season. The first one being Shepherd. I'd love it if they could get to like 75 rated. That'd just do nicely for now, because obviously we've got loads of keepers out on loan. So like I've just said, obviously it only takes one of them to come good and he can be replaced. I've got no doubt in my mind that Cross will shoot up like a rocket in overall this time, and obviously Amaral is not as good as his counterpart De Silva, but he'll definitely do well this season. I actually think we're going to get top 6. What we all forget is the fact that these are all young and still improving, so obviously this team right now is going to dramatically change by the end of this season. But yeah, top 6 is where I'd like to finish. Okay, so we have arrived at the midway point this season, and there's a slight chance, just a slight one, that I may have overestimated our abilities in the Premier League. We are currently sitting in the bottom half of the table, 15th in the league, 1 point behind Chelsea, which, this season is just not going well for me, is it? I'm hoping in the second half of this season we can find some bit of form at least and actually try and get a top half finish. It's bizarre though, because I know that we've got slight weaknesses in certain areas, but we're better than 15th place. Meanwhile, to start this transfer window off, we have sent out Javi Saurier on a short-term loan move. We've also just sent out Simon Bonnet on a short-term loan move. And finally, we've sent Yusuf Sari on a 2-year loan move. And after many loan moves, we have come to the end of that transfer window, and this is how we got the team lining up. It's literally just the goalkeeper that's letting us down, and it's literally just the goalkeeper. But hopefully, by the end of the loan deals that all the other goalkeepers are on, we'll have at least one player out of the bunch that can fill his boots. I reckon Amaral and obviously Cross will improve by the end of the season. They already have, so I've got no doubt in my mind that they will continue to do so. And hopefully, with them improving, so will our form and so will our place at the end of this season in the Premier League. So at the end of this season, we have finished smack bang mid-table, which in my opinion is a pretty decent damn start to the Premier League. It is not the easiest league to compete with, but I do believe next season, when all them goalkeepers come back, we'll be able to find one of them that fills Shepherd's boots, and from there, we will drastically see a massive improvement in our performances. Meanwhile, it was Chelsea who won the FA Cup. Chelsea also won the Carabao Cup. Stade Rennais won the Conference League. It was Fiorentina who won the Europa League. And it was Real Madrid this time who won the Champions League. Stats-wise, we haven't done great. I ain't gonna lie to you. 18 goals for us. It's not too bad, I suppose, considering we finished 10th. But that's not what I'm really too bothered about. The ratings and improvement is what I'm asked about in every single player pretty much. Look at Potier, man. 85 rated at 20 years old. 81 he began this season at. Now he's 85. That's what I like to see. All of them are coming on leaps and freaking bounds. And just to show you guys how the loan players got on, Markel Ray went up to 81 rated. Markel went up to 73 rated, improving 9 overall this season. That's incredible. Dennis Roth, 74 rated, 18 years old. Schultz went up to 71. No real improvement with Wilkinson. Yusuf Sari, oh my god, fair goddamn play. Juve Van Dam, 77 rated, not bad. Arvin Grande, 79 rated at 19 years old, not bad at all. Otto Kunz looks like he is the man who's going to take Shepherd's place at this moment in time. 20 years old, 77 rated as well. Pretty decent stuff. The good thing about this career mode, I think, we've done so well preparing ourselves for all situations. We've got squad depth and abundance in every single position. We've got quality all around the pitch, and I genuinely think in a couple of seasons' time we're going to be challenging for the Champions League. So just in case you guys are wondering why I haven't shown you guys what money we're working with at this point, it's quite irrelevant because we've got 3 5-star scouts, and all we are really really doing right now is trying to find players that are worth over 1 million. But aside from that, this is an update on how the team is currently looking prior to the transfer window being actually started. There is a good chance I'll be bringing back a keeper to take Shepherd's place. Shepherd will go onto that subs bench and then we will go from there. But if I'm being completely honest, I think anybody that the scouts pick up right now aren't going to be in the starting 11 anyway, because this team, realistically speaking, only needs a couple of places to improve and then it's literally perfect. We have just sent out Simon Bennett for 1 year on a loan move, and we've also just sent out Javi Soria on a 2-year loan move as well. We have also just sent out Jordan O'Carroll out on a 2-year loan move. We've also just sent out Yannick Schenkel on a 2-year loan move and also sent out Markel Ray on a 1-year loan move as well. And once again, we sent Bradley Waters out on a 1-year loan move. I feel like we're sending our whole team out on loan, but we have just sent 2 more players out on loan, Casey Moore and also Damien Lalong. We have also indeed just sent Joel Houghton out on a 1-year loan move. We sent Stephen Carney out on a 2-year loan deal. And finally, we've sent Stephen Oakley out on a 1-year loan move as well. And after what felt like loaning the entire team out, this is how we've got the team currently lining up. And after what felt like loaning the entire team out, we have finally come to the end of that transfer window, and this is how we got the team lining up. We've got Cunt in the team taking Shepherd's spot. Hopefully he can improve quite well this season. Amaral is going to be probably the weak link this season, I must admit. I'm not too keen on this guy at the minute. 77 rated, 22 years old. Hopefully he can improve, but I do have a contingency plan if he doesn't. Cross, I've got no doubt in my mind that this guy will shoot up like a rocket this season. He did last season, and I'm sure to God he will this season as well. But everywhere else looks absolutely solid, and I've got no doubt in my mind that we will get Champions League football for next season this time. So the midway point this season, we are looking so much better than we were this time last season. We are currently in the top 10, and I ain't gonna lie to you, there's only a couple of points between ourselves and a European spot. That second half of the season is gonna be crucial to us in getting European football for next season. So to begin our transfer window, we have sent a couple of players out on loan. The first one being Hoob Van Dam for 2 years and also Hakan Satin for a short-term loan deal. We have also just sent out Blake Clement on a 2-year loan move. We have also just sent out a couple of more players on loan. We've just sent out Maurice Verbeke on a 2-year loan move and also Jonah Beck on a 2-year loan move as well. And to finish this transfer window off, we sent out Mohamed Killick on a 2-year loan move to Venezia and also Lloyd Ledger as a short-term loan move to Southampton. And after that whirlwind of a transfer window, this is how we got the team lining up. Cunt is doing brilliantly. I'm freaking buzzing with him. 79 rated, slowly coming up to that 80 rated mark. Amaral closely behind him as well. I tell you what, when you compare this rebuild to the last one we did with the Youth Academy, we have done so much better this time. Look at this monstrosity of a team. I actually truly believe this year we're going to get Champions League football. We should do anyway with this team. There's something seriously wrong with this season. Spurs have finished top of the league. Liverpool are 6th in the league. We have been beaten to the freaking 4th spot by Arsenal. Oh, I don't like the season at all. And Chelsea finished 13th just to top it off. That is just rubbing salt in the wounds. But I suppose top 5 isn't bad at all. We are in the Europa League next season, and with the team that we've got it constantly improving, we should wipe the floor with the Europa League. But in fairness, we did end up winning the FA Cup, beating Cardiff City in the final. But we did, however, lose to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. Leicester won the Europa Conference League, the Bottle Jobs won something for once, and PSG won the Champions League. The stats wise look pretty decent, but again, I'm not too fussed about the stats. I'm more fussed about the growth of the squad. And to be fair, there's been a lot of growth this season. As it stands, we've got 3 players rated 90 or above. We've got 1 89 rated player, 2 88 rated players, and high 80 rated players from then on. And it's beautiful to witness. I've got a lot of faith in this guy to carry on improving as the seasons go. He's done really well this season, going from 77 to 80. I'm hoping that by the end of next season, it'll be 82, 83 rated. That would be perfect. We do obviously have Amaral, who's 78 rated. A bit of a letdown in the team, won't lie to you, but we do have Damien Lalong, who's 76 rated. We have converted him from a right wing back to a centre back. He's on loan at this moment in time. He could be taking his spot pretty soon if he keeps improving. But overall, we've done really well this season. Top 5 finish, a domestic cup win. Our team is constantly improving. We're doing bloody brilliantly. So this is the team before the transfer windows even began. Obviously, we got a couple players on international duties. The one main difference in this squad, though, is we have given Long his chance in the starting 11. 76 rated overall at 20 years old. I'm hoping he can repay my faith in him. I'm also hoping Kuntz can keep on improving how we did last season. If he can, that would be incredible. But as always, we are going to be sending a lot of players out out on loan. So we do begin this transfer window by sending out Dennis Roth on a 2-year loan move to Brentford. We've just sent out 2 more players on loan deals, starting off with Eric Schultz for 2 years and also David Adam for 2 years. We've also just sent out Oscar Marshall on a 2-year loan move as well. And this is the team going into this season. I must admit, man, this team is something else. All we need is Lalong to buck his ideas up, get to that 80 rated overall, and this team, honest to God, this team should be in the Champions League, not the Europa League. And the thing is as well, our subs bench as well, bear in mind, is actually pretty stacked. 82 rated Grande, Bonnet 279 rated, Novak 84 rated, Oakley 80 rated, Amaral 78 rated, Guzman, yeah, fair play, 72 rated, Shepherd 75 rated, but all in all, a pretty solid sub bench. And this is indeed our first year in Europe, and we're in the Europa League in Group C, joined by Trabzonspor, FCSB, who I've been very requested to freaking do a rebuild with. Stay tuned for that one. And we are also up against Shamrock Rovers. Now, realistically speaking, we have to wipe the floor with this group. We have to. Let's be honest, if we did anything less than 6 wins from 6 and wiping the floor with everybody we came up against, we'd all be quite disappointed in this starting 11, wouldn't we? And I'll say this, we're smashing it in the Premier League this season. Top 4 in the midway point this season. And let's be honest, there's a heavy chance we could be champions by the end of this season, because look who's top of the table, the bottle jobs themselves. We didn't do anything in that transfer window because all the players that we all sent out on loan are all the ones I want out on loan right now. Everybody else I'm actually quite content with. We've got a lot of squad depth, a lot of quality on the subs bench as well as the reserves. We're in a spectacular position at this minute in time, and all we need is Lalong to get one more rating improvement, and we have got a team full of 80 rated and above players, which, let's be honest, would be spectacular. Obviously, I wouldn't want him to stop at 80. This motherfucker needs to improve a lot more than that, but 80 rated will do for now. But the thing is, we are beating the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, all these big teams. I can't believe I just called Arsenal a big team, but anyway, we are beating the big teams in the Premier League, and if we're beating them, we can beat bloody anybody in the Champions League. So to say that I'm confident about getting Champions League football for next season, you're goddamn right I am. What did I tell you? Spurs will bottle it. They finished below us at the end of their season, which is just spectacular to see. It was Manchester City this time who won the Champions League, finishing on 79 points, followed closely by Liverpool on 74, then it was us on 73, Leicester on 71, and we are all in the Champions League next season, buzzing. We did also win the FA Community Shield, lol, beating the bottle jobs to do it. Fulham ended up pulling off a mass upset, beating Manchester City to win the FA Cup as well. And we also did end up winning the Carabao Cup, beating Everton to do it. It was Liverpool who won the Conference League. Should it be any surprise that we won the Europa League? So regardless of what we did in the Premier League, we were in the Champions League for next season anyway. And it was Dortmund this time who won the Champions League. Jesus Christ, man, these stats, the improvements of all these players, it's just remarkable, man. We've done so much better this time, man. Honest to God, we were so much more prepared. Damien Lalong, by the way, 81 rated, grown 5 overall this season. What a gamble he turned out to be. Jesus. I fully believe we're going to wipe the floor with the Champions League next season. I'll be dead shocked if we don't win the entire damn thing next season. Quite frankly speaking, this season, we just need to let these players grow by themselves. That's all we need to do. Just watch and observe. Lalong, if it's anything to go off from last season, I reckon he'll go to about 83, 84 by the end of this season. Kuntz, I reckon he'll go to about 85. And realistically speaking, those are the only 2 players we really need to worry about when it comes to growth. Everywhere else, we are sound. And that's why, quite frankly, I firmly believe by the end of this season, we will be champions of Europe. So to begin our transfer window this season, we have sent out Stephen Carney on a 2-year loan deal. We've also just sent out Jose Guzman out on a 1-year loan deal. And after that transfer window has come to an end, this is how we got the team looking. Kuntz has already gone up to an 84. We are so set for this season. I would like Lalong to improve a little bit more, but I've got a feeling his counterpart De Silva will definitely carry him this season. But in the Champions League, I've never seen a group easier than this one. We're in Group D, joined by Hertha Berlin, Feyenoord and Olympiacos. Realistically speaking, we need 6 wins from 6. That is the only acceptable result from this group stage. Slightly disappointed we didn't go unbeaten, but in fairness, it's football. Anything can happen. We do go to the round of 16 quite comfortably in the end, 5 points clear of Hertha Berlin, who did finish second place. So it is ourselves and Hertha Berlin in the round of 16. Quite frankly, I don't care who we're playing against in the round of 16. I am so confident we're doing it this year. I really couldn't care less. Put us against PSG and we will beat them. Let's have a look. Atletico Madrid, we're smashing them to pieces. And in the Premier League, we are top of the table. 2 points clear of Spurs. We're 4 points clear of Arsenal. 5 points clear of Man City. We're flying this season. And this is the team going into the second half of their season. This is the team going into the knockout stages of the Champions League. 85 rated Kunt, 83 rated Lelong. We are ready, and I'm telling you now, we are winning the Champions League this season. So to start us off, we already know who our round of 16 opponent was, Atletico Madrid, and I couldn't give a flying crap who's in that team. We are winning this easily. Away from home, prove me right, Hartlepool, 3-1. Told you so. On to the second leg we go. 3-1 up against Atletico Madrid. We're basically through to the quarters. We aren't going to chat shit. We are going to just get on with it. And we are going to book our place into the quarterfinals. 5-3 overall. 2-2 on the night. Easily swept aside. It's not often you go up against PSG in career mode and you've got a better team than them. That is exactly the reason why I'm so confident we're going to swat them aside like they're a fly on the wall. We are going to quick send this game. We are at home against PSG. Home advantage coming to play. Not exactly what you want to see. Bradshaw's been sent off as well. That is not what you want to see either. He's definitely our best player. But I still feel confident we'll beat them in the second leg. Bradshaw being suspended is definitely a pretty big blow. But thankfully, we do have a central attack midfielder on the bench ready to go straight into his position. But without further ado, let's see if we can stay true to our word and knock out Pierre. Oh, there we go. We've done it. 5-4 on penalties, 3-3. We drew twice, to be fair. That I find surprising considering how good our front three is, but nevertheless, we do knock out the French Giants and book our place in the semi-finals. So we go from Atletico Madrid to PSG, now to AC Milan, and with the greatest respect to AC Milan, we've just beaten PSG. Beating AC Milan right now shouldn't be too much of an issue. We are away from home at the San Siro. Come on, boys. Why do we keep drawing? Why do we keep drawing with the front three that we have got? We should be pelting that net like it's no man's business. At this point, I'm normally quite anxious because we're one game away from being knocked out. But when you take a look at our team, and I know I keep saying it, but look at that monstrosity we've created through the youth academy system. We surely to God have got to get to the final, man. If we don't, I'm actually going to be quite furious because there we go. We've freaking done it in the first season. We're in the Champions League. 2-1 on the night, 3-2 overall. We comfortably knock out AC Milan and we book our place in the finals. Rightfully so. We freaking deserve it this season. So this year in the Champions League final, it is going to be Hartlepool United versus Inter Milan in 2030. Jesus Christ, it's been a long rebuild this, hasn't it? But before we get into the final itself, you guys know what we're going to do. We're going to see how we've done elsewhere this season, and I am expecting some bloody trophies from this team. Well, we are champions of England. We are 5 points clear of Manchester City. The bottle jobs were nowhere near us. We have well and truly proved that we are one of the GOATs in this rebuild. It was Wolverhampton Wanderers who did end up winning the FA Cup. We did end up beating the bottle jobs themselves to win the Carabao Cup. The bottle jobs somehow won something, and Valencia won the Europa League. Stats wise, we've been absolutely insane this season. Let's be honest, guys. Stats wise, improvement wise, we've just been at it, haven't we? And just take your eyes at this. 98, 98, 97, 96, 94, 91, 90, 88, 88, 86, 86, 85, 85, 83. It just goes on. And we definitely had a suitable replacement for Kunt when he started to dwindle, because David Adam at 20 years old is 83 goddamn rated. In comparison to how we did in the last Youth Academy rebuild, I would say we've absolutely smashed it out of the park this time. That team there is worthy of being called European champions, and we hopefully are about to make that happen, because it is time to get into the final game of the season. It is Hartlepool United versus Inter Milan at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu in the Champions League final. You know what I've just realised? I was so focused on looking at our team, I never even took the time to look at Inter Milan's side. So for all I know, they could have a team full of 99 rated players, and I'm unbeknownst to it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's not the start that we wanted. We've just conceded inside 5 minutes of this game being kicked off. That is not the ideal way to start this freaking game. Jesus Christ. Novak is on the ball. We've got Ferry here. Ferry has found Bradshaw. Bradshaw, we're going to have a pop. What in God's coronation was that? Oh, we're putting some pressure on him here. We're putting some pressure on him. If I go back to the keeper. Come on. Oh my god, can we get there? Bradshaw. Oh, you jammy sods for Inter Milan. Charrier's on the ball. We've got a chance for a counter-attack here. They're so exposed at the back. They've only got 3 at the back. We're going to play it inside. Bradshaw first time, and just like that, it is 1-1. Courtesy of a counter-attack from the halfway line. Charrier passing it over to Potier. Potier going straight down the middle, giving it to Bradshaw, and Bradshaw makes no mistake about making it 1-1. That's the beauty of playing against a team that plays 3 at the back, man. They're so exposed at the back when it's a counter-attack. They haven't got enough players at the back. And after our first attack, it is 1-1. Game freaking on, boys. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on here? What? Right, keep it. What are you playing at there? Your positioning is freaking atrocious, lad. I have to say, I absolutely hate it when the computer scores like that. Right, I'm sorry, that keeper there. Let's just take a look at this again. What is that? You literally pushed it into the goal, you daft b****. Okay, the first goal might have been my fault, but that second one, the keeper had freaking butterfingers. Ferry to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, we're going to make a run. We're going to make a run. We're going to go all the way. And just like that, it's 2-2. Just like that. Bradshaw, man, he's too quick. He's too strong. He's too powerful. Nobody wanted getting in the way of him there. And he bangs it top right bins. 2-2. Just like that. This time, let's not make any silly mistakes that lead up to a goal being conceded. Let's actually play proper football now. There we go. Nice and tight, defending at the back. If we can get this ball to Potier. Potier, get that 1-2. Get that running. Get them legs running. There we go. Surely to God, that's onside. That's got to be onside. He's got so much pace, man. He's got so much pace, but there's nobody there. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You jammy sods into it. De Silva is in chase of Diaby. De Silva's got so much pace himself, you know. De Silva is an absolute wrecking machine. Please do not concede. Thank God. If we'd have conceded like that, I would have thrown this freaking controller straight through the monitor. Let's see if we can get a goal on the stroke of half-time. That would be the perfect way to go into the half-time break, man. Oh, it might happen, you know. Bradshaw, can we get Potier through? Back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, he's found Ferry. Ferry on his left foot. Is that a corner? Is that a goal kick? Nope, it's half-time, and we go into the half-time break. 1-1. No, it's 2-2, sorry. It's 2-2. Right, we've got the big man on the ball, Bradshaw. Oh, my God, he's got so much pace. He's got so much pace. Oh, my God, first time, please. First time. Oh, my days. Charrier. Man, that was a good effort from that angle, in fairness. It wasn't far off at all. Oh, that's your Charrier. 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 Oh, come on. Make it a hat-trick. And that is a hat-trick. Hero for Bradshaw. Absolutely phenomenal performance. And we played the computer at their own game there, scoring a goal exactly how they would against us. From going 1-0 down to 1-1 to 2-1 down to 2-2 to 3-2 us. What a freaking game for a neutral fan. They're playing it very conservatively now. They know how much... Oh, there we go. They've messed up big time there. The big man Bradshaw is on the ball. He's found Brajkovic. He's found the freaking speedster himself. We're going to get it to Bradshaw. And we're going to have another pop here. Ooh, that was almost 4 goals for Bradshaw there. Crosses on the ball. We got them pegged here. We got them absolutely pegged in their own half. Novak, he's going to have a pop with his... Oh, no, it's been blocked. Potier here. We've got Potier. Tell you what, he's got a bit of room here. He's going to have a pop. What a save. Oh, Potier. Potier's done brilliantly there. Oh, my God. They've got so many people back. Hang on. Oh, my God. Inter Milan's keeper is having the game of his life at the minute. We've got Potier on the ball here. There's nobody making any runs. Hang on. Back post. Charrier. Maybe not. Can we get this ball back? Yes, we can. We got it to Ferry on the outside of the box here. Can we make anything of this? Can we make anything of this? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. No, we can't. I have to say, from all the rebuilds I've done, from all the teams that I've used, from all the players that I've used, as a collective, this should come as no surprise to you lot. These have got to be the best ones I've ever used. These got to be the best team I've ever used, man. It feels so silky smooth. Everything's just coming off really nicely. Got Potier on the ball here. Found Ferry on the outside. We're going to have a pop on his right foot. And Casteels is forced to make this. Hang on, Casteels is their keeper. He's got to be like 40 at this point, surely. We do have to remember, though, Inter Milan are only 1 goal from being back into this game. So we do need to, at some point, take our chances. Bring that down. Oh, just as I say that, we put the nail in the coffin of this game. In the 85th minute, from a goal from Brajkovic, we have made Hartlepool United champions of Europe. Can I just say, what a run from Brajkovic that was. Nobody tracked him. We brought it down dead easily and just smashed it in. Top left bins, easy as you like. Why is the game glitching? I've got no idea, but I know for a fact we've won this game. De Silva versus St. Maximan. De Silva, oh my god. I've got to say, De Silva has got to be the best centre-back on this game that I've ever used, period. Like, he's just so good. And all from De Silva, we are going to make this 5-2. Just, honest to God, you can do whatever you want with this team. It is too easy. We have torn Inter Milan apart several times with this team, and it's been so easily done. That all came from De Silva's freaking tackle in our end. We get the ball to Bradshaw. Bradshaw got it to Potier, and Potier makes no mistake in making this 5-2. And we have made Hartlepool United, once and for all, champions of Europe. The final whistle has got to go off, surely. There it is, and it is official. Hartlepool United are officially champions of Europe, and we have done it with nothing but the Youth Academy system. This was a favourite to yours. I know it's been a while since my last one was Scunthorpe, so I thought I'd do it once again with a team that you guys have been requesting me to do for a long time, and I hope that the two combined have made you guys happy. It has taken me quite a while to make this video, so it would mean the absolute world to me if you did smash that like button, smash that subscribe button if you are new around here, turn that notification bell so you never miss a video that I upload. We are currently on the road to 5,000 subscribers, and the like goal for today's video is 300. If we can do that, then that would be incredible. That is all from me. It has been your boy Good. I hope you guys have an absolutely incredible afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.